I am trusting that the ads are over. I'm going to choose to trust that the ads are over. Alrighty then, hello everybody, welcome in. Oh, why am I facing all the way over there? I don't understand what's happening, but it's okay. Hi everybody, welcome in. I am your host this evening, this afternoon, this morning, this time zone, Junie /June /June Bunny /Bun whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. And hi everybody, welcome in. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome in everybody. Hi Big Star, my day is going good. How's your day going, hun? Oh my gosh, wait, let me say hi to everyone really quick. Okay, excuse me, oh my god. I tried to say hello and it got caught in my throat. I don't know why. Okay, hi Blitzer, hi Maxim, hi Net. Let me keep going down. Hi Bluggy, hi Prism, and I think I got everybody here. I think I got everybody that's here so far. If I miss someone, please let me know and I will say hi. I'm happy to hear your day is going well. My day is going pretty good. We're playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach today, which I'm pretty excited about. I've never played it before. I've watched it be played a lot, but I have never personally played it before. So I'm pretty excited to play it. I'm pretty excited to play it. I'm pretty excited to play it. I've never played it before, and I'm really, really excited to play it. But first off, we have some chatting to do. Cause I wanna, FNAF, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. We're gonna be playing, the newest game, not Help Wanted. We are going to be playing, the one that came out before Help Wanted, not Ruin. The game that Ruin is the DLC to. We're gonna be playing Security Breach today. So, before anything, I want to do some chatting, and if you're on the Discord, you probably saw the discussion that I wanted to have. But you know what? I'll just start with this. Okay, guys, do you want to know my most underrated, SB Security Breach, my most underrated movie series? Chat. Hey chat, you want to hear my most underrated movie series? Chat, you aren't gonna believe this. Okay, so I have to preface this with I actually have seen all these movies. Okay, so the most underrated movie series of all time, right? Fantastic Four, Ridiculous 6, Magnificent 7, Hateful 8, and then 9. It's just 9. There's no verb before it, adjective before it. Just 9. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The most underrated movie series of the entire multiverse. You know, Fantastic Four, Ridiculous 6, Magnificent 7, Hateful 8, and then 9. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? What do you mean what? You know what I'm talking about, right? Cause there's Fantastic Four, and then there's Ridiculous 6. There's not a 5th movie, which is pretty weird. Just 9, just 9 ball. Hi ball, welcome in. Just 9. The number 9. Just the number 9. Cause there's Fantastic Four. There's not a 5th one. They just skipped right over 5. I don't know why, but they seem to skip right over 5. And then they made the Ridiculous 6 with Adam Sandler, and then they made the Magnificent 7 with Chris Pratt, and then they made the Hateful 8 with Samuel Jackson and the other guys. And then they had 9, which was animated. And I find it really weird it was animated because all of the other ones are all a live action, and the 9 isn't live action, but that's my favorite underrated movie series. I bet you guys didn't know that they were related. Wait, does this also? Yes, Ocean's 11, yes! You understand me, Prism, the entire Ocean series is also in the series. So, we start with Fantastic Four. Hi, welcome in! I've never watched them. They're all really good movies. And I'm totally not making this up. I would never make something up. I would never lie to chat like this. I would never lie to chat like this. I would never lie to you guys. You guys know that, right? I would never lie to you. And so when I say that the best movie series ever is Fantastic Four, Ridiculous 6, Magnificent 7, Hateful 8, 9, and also all of the Oceans movies are in the same universe. Oceans 10, Oceans 11, Oceans 13, and the other ones are all in the same exact universe, and you have to watch them in order. Who are you lying to? No one. I would never lie. I have never lied a day in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never lie. But seriously, okay. Chat, I'm right. The best movie series, the most underrated movie series of all time. Yeah. So they're all in the same exact universe. I don't know why they've remade Fantastic Four, but not remade the other ones, because they've remade Fantastic Four like 3 times. So movie marathon win, I think that would take a really long time, because I think that you have to watch through all of them, all of the Fantastic Four movies, and there's like 6 of them, I think. Hi Eclipse, welcome in, how you doing? There's like 6 Fantastic Four movies, if I remember correctly, because there's the one with Chris Evans. Happy birthday, Eclipse, thank you. Happy birthday, Eclipse. The one with, what's his face? Chris Evans. Thank you for the bears too, Eclipse. How are you doing today? Chris Evans, right? Yeah, Chris Evans, because there's the Chris Evans Fantastic Four. Yeah, and there's the, excuse me, there we go. No weighing, yeah. I would say some of the Fantastic Four movies aren't horrible, but they are not good, still entertaining. I think they're good. Since it didn't work last time, thank you, Eclipse. Yeah, it wasn't working last time, but it is now. But yeah, Fantastic Four. There's like 6 Fantastic Four movies, right? So I propose you watch all of the Fantastic Four movies, and I'm not sure which continuation the other movies go off of on the first one. I'm not sure which one they like follow yet. Like, I don't know if they follow the Chris Evans one, or like if they follow the one that came before that, or if they follow the second one. Hi Dizzy, welcome in, how you doing? Or like which one they follow. Junie is on, I am! Hi Dizzy, how are you doing today? But you guys know what I mean? Like, okay, there's 6 Fantastic Four movies, so which one is the continuation for Ridiculous 6, Magnificent 7, Hateful Eight, the new movie? Okay, wait, where's my MS Paint? I gotta get MS Paint up for this. I have to get MS Paint up for this. I need to write this down. I need to have like living proof and write this down. Oh my god, wait, where is it? Game capture, MS Paint, here we go. Yeah, paint time! Yee, it's paint time! Okay, here we go. Okay, please work, there we go. Okay, so here's how thank you for the follow, Kill Foxy. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Bun Club, Thailand, welcome in. Oh wait, this is in the way, let me just move this, down here, maybe? I think you can still see the fish if I do this. Actually, let me just make this smaller. Here you guys go. Thank you for the head pats, Mixer. Okay, so how this is going to go is, wait, where is my text? So, this is what I'm thinking. It is Fantastic Four, wait, let me make this bigger. Hi, Arrow, and hi, Locke, welcome in, how you doing today? So, it is Fantastic Four, and then Fantastic Four, wait, which one are we gonna say it is? Is it Fantastic Four 2024? Or is it, I'd assume it would be after the second one. That's why they didn't make a 5th movie and name. Then the rest of yes, Perzov, you're so smart. Yes, that makes so much sense. Why did they just say that when they released the movies? That makes so much sense. Okay, Fantastic Four 1, Chris Evans. It's going good, Trev. It's going good. How's it going with you? We're currently talking about my favorite movie series of all time. Fantastic Four, Ridiculous 6, Magnificent 7, Hateful 8, and then 9, and then all of the Oceans movies. Yeah, because that's a thing. Okay, so Fantastic Four, and then it goes this way. Wait, let me make this a little bigger, guys. And then it goes, wait, that's way too big. And then it goes, wait, that's way too big. Wait, that's way too big. Let me make that a little smaller. Okay, Fantastic Four 1, and then it goes Fantastic Four 2, Chris Evans, because that's how we're distinguishing some things, is Chris Evans. If there is a Chris in it, then that's what we're doing. We're distinguishing them by the Chris's that are in the movies. So, Fantastic Four 1, Fantastic Four 2, and then it goes to, this is technically, I'm actually gonna write this, technically the 5th Fantastic Four movie. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, guys! Thank you! I appreciate it so much, thank you so much! He was in Deadpool and Wolverine, I liked him there. Oh, he was! I love that movie, and thank you so much, Clay, I appreciate it so much! Welcome to the Fluffle! Welcome in, and thank you for the lurk, Dizzy. Okay, This is technically the fifth movie. Technically the fifth movie. How do I move this? Thank you so much again, Clay. I really appreciate it. How do I move this? Here. Okay. Technically the fifth movie. So, Fantastic Four 2 is technically the fifth movie, right? And then, I hope you're enjoying these terrible, crazy rantings I'm doing right now. So, Fantastic Four 1, Chris Evans. Fantastic Four 2, Chris Evans. And then it goes to the Ridiculous 6 with Adam Sandler and Chris. I'm sure that there's a Chris in it, but I don't know his name. I'm sure that there's a Chris in the Ridiculous 6. This is the multiverse, the Chrisverse, the Chrisverse, the Chrisverse. This is the Chrisverse, the Chris movies. This is the Chris movies. Yeah, it's all chaos all the time. Wait, Ridiculous 6. All I remember is Adam Sandler and Taylor Lautner in it. And Taylor Lautner plays this like crazy kid who they try to kill and he can't die because he's so stupid he just can't die, and that's like his whole thing is like he can't die because he's so stupid and his oxygen doesn't go to his brain. It's actually a really funny movie. But oxygen doesn't go to his brain, and so he has to actually, you know what? We're just gonna say Chris Taylor Lautner. That's Taylor Lautner's new name, is Chris Taylor Lautner. I bet you guys didn't know. Chris is actually Taylor Lautner's first name. I bet you guys didn't know that. This is the Chrisverse. Wait, the Chrisverse movies. I bet you guys didn't know that Taylor Lautner's first name is Chris. It's actually Chris. It's canonical. It's Chris. If you look it up, it's on his birth certificate that his full name is Chris Taylor Lautner. That's actually a true fun fact about things. Okay, the Chrisverse movies. The official guide to the Chrisverse movies. Here we go. Fantastic Four 1, Chris Evans. Fantastic Four 2, Chris Evans. I think Junie's first name is Chris. No, it's just Chris. It's not Christina, it's just Chris. It's Chris Uni. Taylor, not very much. They're exactly lucky. Fantastic Four 2, Chris Evans, technically the fifth movie. And then it goes, The Ridiculous 6 with Adam Sandler and Chris Taylor Lautner. And then it goes, The Magnificent 7. Okay, wait, I didn't put this in the right place. The Magnificent 7. Oh, that's really big. The Magnificent 7. What did I write this in? 22? The Magnificent 7 with Crisp Rat. With Crisp Rat, and then it goes Hateful 8. It's all canon. It is all canon. That's how this works. And then, wait, I have to make the canvas a little bit bigger. I have to make the canvas bigger. Oops, I ran out of room. I have to make the canvas bigger, but this is fine. Okay, and then it goes the Hateful 8 with Samuel L. Jackson. I think he was in the Hateful 8. I actually need to relook it up. I haven't watched it since it came out. I need to make sure that that's actually a thing. I misremember stuff a lot. I need to make sure that that's actually a thing. Hateful 8. Because I think Samuel L. Jackson is in it. Isn't he? Yeah, he's one of the main characters. So yeah. Oh, Channing Tatum! Channing Tatum is in the Hateful 8? I didn't know that. Okay, he was. Okay, good to know. The Hateful 8 with Chris Samuel L. Jackson. And then it goes to the next movie in the Chris universe is 9. 9 with Chris. Oh wait, you know what? We need to make a little note. 9, the one where they tried something new and animated it. Because 9 was really weird in the Chris universe, in the Chris movies, because 9 is fully animated, which I thought was kind of strange and a weird direction to take it in, because none of these other movies are animated. So it was a very strange direction to take it in, to animate 9. Especially because, like, all of the other movies, like, most of these movies are Western movies. Like, this one, wait. Where is it? This one is a Western, this one is a Western, and then this one is a Western. And they came out in the same year, which is really weird for movies, because usually when you get a series of movies, they don't come out in the same year. But these came out in the same year, so you know, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. And then after 9 is, I think, Ocean's 11? I think it's Ocean's, is there an Ocean's 10? Is there an Ocean's 10? No, there's only an Ocean's 11, 12, 13. Okay, and then next in the Chris universe. They were speedrunning movie production. True, all of these movies pretty much came out like either near each other or literally in the same year. It's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes you have to speedrun movie production. Sometimes you do, because sometimes, you know, your corporate overlords, they ask you to do things and you gotta do it. Like, you gotta do it. You gotta speedrun the movie, I guess. Okay, the next movie. Oh, wait, let me fix it. Oh, let me fix it. For some reason it broke. Let me fix it really quick. Here we go. Okay, the next movie in the Chris multiverse is Ocean's 11 one. Ocean's 11 Part 1 is Ocean's 11-10, is the 10th movie in the saga. But it is then followed, hi Patters, welcome in, how you doing? How you doing today? We're doing something weird today. This is called the Chrisverse movies. And these are all movies that have Chris's in them. Don't look it up, I'm right. Fantastic Four 1, Chris Evans. Fantastic Four 2, Chris Evans, technically the 5th movie. Ridiculous 6 with Adam Sandler and Chris Taylor Lautner. The Magnificent 7 with Chris Pratt. The Hateful 8 with Chris Samuel L. Jackson. 9, the one where they tried something new and animated it. With Chris 9. Chris 9, I forgot to include that. With Chris 9. Weird and nice, but this is weird every day? No, this isn't weird. It's not, no. I'm not weird every day. The stream is sometimes normal, okay? The stream is sometimes normal. It's fine. The stream is sometimes normal. Ocean's 11 Part 1 with, what's the cast? I need to know the cast for Ocean's 11, actually. Cast. Who is the cast for this? With Chris George Clooney. Oh wait, Casey Affleck was in this. Casey Affleck's name is basically Chris. In this TED Talk, I will tell you why Casey Affleck's name is basically Chris. This is totally normal, regular day. What are you talking about? You know what? Fair. You know what, guys? Fair. You know what? Fair. You know what? Fair. This is totally a normal stream. Yeah, this is a normal stream. Yeah, this is a normal stream. It's not weird. I don't know what you're talking about. This is a normal stream. Chris George Clooney. Okay, this is the next one. Ocean's 11 Part 1 with Chris George Clooney. And then the next one is, was Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 too? I don't remember. I'm gonna say he was. Ocean's 11 Part 2 with Chris Brad Pitt. That's how it goes. That, and then that's the next one. So these are what we have so far. And then, after Ocean's 11 comes... Yeah, you guys guessed it. I don't know if you guys are gonna guess this. It's Ocean's 13. Or, sorry, Ocean's 12. Ocean's 12 with Chris... I don't remember if I've seen Ocean's 12, I'm gonna be honest. I have seen Ocean's 13, but I don't remember if I've seen Ocean's 12. With Chris Matt Damon, my favorite one for real. Oh my god. And then we have the final movie in the series is Ocean's 13. Ocean's 13 with Chris, what's her name? She's really pretty. Oh my god, what's her name? She wears suits and she's very pretty. What's her name? Oh no, I've forgotten her name. She's so pretty. I'm gonna cry. I've forgotten the pretty woman's name. None of these people are in Ocean's 13. What the heck? Oh wait, it's Ocean's, I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot, I'm just kidding. I'm not an idiot, I'm joking. Wait, then what's the one with the woman one? Ocean's 13! No, wait, which one's the Ocean's movie that has the women? Ocean's 11 women. Ocean's 11 women. Ocean's 11. Oh, I see what happened. Because Ocean's 11 with the women is Ocean's 8. So it's actually a spin-off. They remade Ocean's 11 with only women? Yeah, it's called Ocean's 8. And there's actually a spin-off of The Hateful Eight. And that has a spin-off. Called Ocean's 8. See, Ocean's 8 is a spin-off of The Hateful Eight. And Ocean's 8 has Pretty Women. Ocean's 8 is a side movie. Yeah. And it has, look at that gorgeous set of me, buddy. Oh, stop it, you. Hi, Flopsy. How you doing today? Stop it, you. And it has, Ocean's 8, the spin-off movie, has Chris Anne Hathaway in it, and also Chris Helena Bonham Carter in it, and also Chris Sandra Bullock, and also Chris Kate Blanchett, and Kate Blanchett was the one I was trying to think of when I was saying Pretty Woman. It's all very important to the lore. Exactly, Prism, you understand. And for Ocean's 8, the entire cast was named Chris. Was named Chris something. They really went all out on Ocean's 8. They made the entire cast was all named Chris, which is really weird, especially because I don't remember Kate Blanchett or Sandra Bullock being named Chris, but you know what? It's in the Chris multiverse, so it must be true that everyone in it was named Chris. I think this is how it works. I think that's canonically how it works. So see, we have the Chrisverse, and I think that this is the end of the Chrisverse, because I'm pretty sure that there have never been more Chris movies. I'm pretty sure there have never been more Chris movies. Oh, wait! I'm dumb. Okay, I'm dumb, because I just remember the other Chris movies. Because we had Wolverine and Deadpool 3. We had Deadpool 3. I gotta move this down, because we gotta put Deadpool 3 on here. We had Deadpool 3, which had Chris Evans in it again. Deadpool 3 with Chris Evans in it. And then we had Fantastic Four Part 1, which was the third movie. So technically, even though Deadpool 3 came out the most recently, Deadpool 3 is the first movie in the Chrisverse. Even though it didn't come out in order, Deadpool 3 is the first movie, hi Ghosty, in the Chrisverse movies. So, Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four 1, Fantastic Four 2, The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler. And don't forget, the Fantastic Four 2 is technically the 5th movie. And then we have The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler, Chris Taylor Lautner. We have The Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt. We have The Hateful Eight with Chris Samuel Jackson. And then the spin-off movie did The Hateful Eight, Ocean's 8, where the entire cast was named Chris. They were all named Chris. You don't have to look it up. That's true. I would never lie to you, chat. I would never lie to you. And then we have 9, the one where they tried something new and animated it with Chris 9. Chris 9 was in the credits somewhere. You don't have to look it up. It's a true fact. He made the main character. And then we had Ocean's 11 Part 1 with Chris George Clooney. Ocean's 11 Part 2 with Chris Brad Pitt. And then Ocean's 12 with Chris Matt Damon. And then Ocean's 13 with Chris. Just with Chris. There's no like last name. It's just Chris. He was just credited as Chris. So yeah, this is the Chris multiverse. Hi, Ghosty. Ghosty, don't worry about what you just walked in on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is my Chris theory, my Chrisverse movies, and all of you need to watch the Chrisverse in this style. Hateful Eight and then Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is a great movie. Hateful Eight is also, it's a Guillermo del Toro movie if I remember correctly. And I didn't hate it. I was also just very young, and yeah, you would have to look it up, but still. 9 is pretty good. Ocean's 11 pretty good. Ocean's 11 Part 2 also pretty good. Ocean's 12. I think they lost their spark there. Deadpool 3. No, you have to watch both 8 movies at the same time. Oh, you know what? You're right, but I think that they have really, really different runtimes, to be fair. Wait. Wait. Hateful 8 runtime. Okay, Hateful 8 has an almost 3-hour movie runtime. And then how long is Ocean's 8? Ocean 8 runtime. Okay, Ocean's 8 runtime is 1 hour and 51. So, you can either start them at the same time, or you can halfway through the Hateful 8 start Ocean's 8. Where did the Jurassic World movies fall? That's a good question. Also, hi, Barry. Dang, I forgot I spent most of my bones being a nuisance yesterday. Hey, it's okay. It happens. Hi, Barry, welcome in. Also, OOC, that is an OOC thing if I've ever seen one. Hi, Barry. Okay, Prism, you're right, because I think that the Jurassic Park movies splinter off, like, here, maybe? Like, after Deadpool 3. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I think that here, Deadpool 3 splits off into Jurassic World 4 or Jurassic Park 4. What is Jurassic Park 4? Jurassic Park 4. Jurassic Park 4. I like how the first Google search that when I typed it into the search bar was Jurassic Park hot guy. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does Jurassic Park hot guy mean? I have never looked that up. I have never looked up Jurassic Park hot guy in my entire life. I have never looked that up. I know his name. It's the hot guy from Jurassic Park. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Jurassic Park 4, right? Jurassic Park 4. Is it Jurassic World? No, I think Deadpool 3 goes into Jurassic Park. Deadpool 3 goes into Jurassic Park. Probably shirtless Jeff Goldblum. Excuse me. I think his name is actually pronounced Geff Goldblum. Geff Goldblum. Just like GIF. It's pronounced Geff Goldblum. I think I'm right on that. Don't look it up. I'm right. Exactly. Shirtless Jeff Goldblum is exactly probably what I looked up like months ago and then forgot about it. I probably looked it up on stream. And don't bug me. You haven't done anything wrong. Chris Jeff Goldblum, I think. You're right, Prism. Okay. Jurassic Park with hot Chris Geff Goldblum. I'm still going with hot Chris Jeff Goldblum. Jurassic Park with hot Chris Jeff Goldblum. Oh my god, it's still bugging. My head dead. My tail came off. My head dead. No. Oh, it stopped. Okay, cool. My head dead is safe another day. Thank you. My head dead. It's safe another day. Wahaha. Okay, so Jurassic Park with hot Chris Jeff Goldblum. And then you guys might think, oh, Jurassic Park. You know, Jurassic Park. What goes next? Little do you know. Little do you guys know. It goes into, wait, let's see if it'll show up. Godzilla versus Kong. Little do you guys know, it actually goes into Godzilla versus Kong featuring Chris King Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong featuring Chris King Kong. That is King Kong's full name. So you guys know, it is Godzilla vs. Kong featuring Chris King Kong. That's his full name. So we have Jurassic Park. It goes into Godzilla vs. Kong. And then, surprisingly, another surprise for you, chat. And then it goes into, you won't believe this. I don't think you guys will believe this. It actually goes into the apartments.com commercials. Apartments.com commercials. It all goes around back to Chris Jeff Goldblum. You have to watch all of the apartments.com commercials featuring Chris Jeff Goldblum. Only the ones where he's hot. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, hi Pigeon, hi readers, welcome in. Hi Pidgey, hi readers, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Pidgey. How was Minecraft, hon? How was Minecraft? Thank you so much for the raid. If you need a raid run, I completely understand. Go have fun and go stretch and take care of yourself and have some food and water because you deserve it because you work really hard and you're amazing. I'm gonna drink some Gatorade really quick. Pigeon, we are currently discussing something that you might find interesting. This is called the Chrisverse movies, where I am going over all of the Chris movies. Because, you know, there's a multiverse of Chris movies, right? Where, like, all of the movies with the name Chris in it are connected, right? And so this is the list, and the informative list. Informative? I don't know what word I'm looking for. The list of movies and the direction that you should watch them in, the order. There was nothing to do with MCs, so we decided to just chill here instead. Well, hey, that's okay. Well, hi, Pidgey, welcome in. Okay, Pigeon, I need to make sure that you agree with me on the Chrisverse movies. So, we start with Deadpool 3, Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever it's called, because it has Chris Evans and it's the third movie. We then go to Fantastic Four 1 with Chris Evans again. We then go to Fantastic Four 2 with Chris Evans. Technically, it's the 5th movie in the franchise. And then we go to The Ridiculous 6 with Adam Sandler and Chris Taylor Lautner. That's his full name. That's his full name. It's Chris Pratt in this list. It's funny you say that, Paige, because The Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt. Right here, with Chris Pratt, right there. And then it goes down to The Hateful Eight with Chris Samuel Jackson, which spins off into Ocean's 8, where the entire cast is actually named Chris. I bet you guys didn't know that. Everyone in the Ocean's 8 cast.
Does this happen before the Chris catastrophe?
It does. It actually happens after the Chris catastrophe, where everyone canonically is named Chris. Hi, Zach. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, a year though, dude. It's been a year? That's crazy. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, Zach. The christening. Yeah, exactly, Benji. The christening. This is the christening. And then it goes down to... And then it goes down to 9, the one where they tried something new and animated with Chris 9, who is the main character. And then it goes into Ocean's 11 Part 1, Ocean's 11 Part 1 with Chris George Clooney, Ocean's 11 Part 2 with Chris Brad Pitt, Ocean's 12 with Chris Matt Damon, Ocean's 11 with Chris. Just Chris. And then we go back up. And then there's spin-off movies to Deadpool 3 with Chris Evans. Chris 9, not to be mistaken with John 9. Exactly, you understand me. And also not to be mistaken with Mickey 17. Weird question, but did the carbon monoxide leak in your room start again? No! What makes you think that? No! What makes you think that? No! Maxim, what makes you think that? I've been very, very hard at work. I have a board about the Chrisverse. I've been thinking really hard about this. I've been thinking, no, why would you ask if the carbon monoxide leak is happening in my thing again? Hi, Juniper, welcome in. This is the Chrisverse. I'm gonna make Tab edit this down, and he's gonna be like, what in the heck are you talking about? I'm gonna be like, thank you, buddy. And he's gonna be like, what are you talking about? Can you let me into the basement? I'm gonna be like, talk about Chrisverse. I need to talk about the Chrisverse. I've been working really hard on this. I promise. This is my Pepe Sylvia. It's not the carbon monoxide that it has to be too much oxygen. That too. I do have asthma. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but still. Okay, Jurassic Park with hot Chris Jeff Goldblum, and it's a spin-off from Deadpool 3 with Chris Evans. And then it goes into Godzilla vs. Kong featuring Chris King Kong. This is the spin-off series of Deadpool 3 with Chris Evans. And then it goes into, believe it or not, Apartments.com commercials featuring Chris Jeff Goldblum. And then, you guys, you aren't gonna believe this. It goes into... You guys aren't gonna believe this. It actually goes into, have you ever watched Ted? What's it called? Ted, the thing on Apple TV, Ted, Apple TV Ted Lasso. It goes into Ted Lasso. This goes into Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso. Apple TV, and then yes, Teddy versus the Forces of Evil. It also goes into that, and then it goes into this. Actually, Ted Lasso Apple TV actually goes into Ocean's 8, and then Ocean's 8, which is a spin-off of The Hateful Eight, but also a spin-off of Deadpool 3. Wait, also a spin-off of Deadpool 3. It goes to Ocean's 8 goes into, it actually does, in fact, go into Deltarune. And you know what comes out tomorrow? Featuring Chris Pratt. Actually featuring Chris Pratt. Hi, Nat, welcome back. Yeah, there's no flaw in this timeline at all. And then, Deltarune. Chat, you aren't gonna believe this. I know, chat, you aren't gonna believe this, though. Deltarune featuring Chris Pratt actually goes into Silk Song, starring Chris Hornet. You guys aren't gonna believe this. It actually goes, Ocean's 8 goes to Deltarune featuring Chris Pratt, goes into Silk Song, starring Chris Hornet. Okay, Weave, have a good night. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, hun. How many spin-offs do we know until its original idea? Well, Silk Song, but wait for this. And then Silk Song, starring Chris Hornet, goes into the Mario movie. movie featuring Chris Pratt. And then, you won't believe this, chat. You won't believe this. And then, all of this actually, wait, let's see if this works. All of this actually goes up and connects to The Magnificent Seven featuring Chris Pratt. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? You guys understand it, right? I haven't lost any of you, right? You guys are understanding this, right? Right, chat? You guys are understanding exactly what I'm saying, right? Okay, so the paths are the same but different. Exactly. It's just like multiverse games. Yes, it's just like a multiverse game. It's like, okay, you guys know Silk Song comes out tomorrow, right? You guys know Silk Song comes out tomorrow, right? It's true. It's actually true. Hi, Cookie. Welcome in. What kind of tinfoil hat theory is this? I've been thinking really, really hard about this, Juniper. I've been lost since the start. Hey. It's fine. It's fine. There's no flaws in the timeline. It's fine. No, the Mario movie? No, it can't be. No, the Mario movie feeds back into The Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt. Thank you so much for the hydrate the headpats, Cookie. But this timeline, this spin-off series right here, this one right here, what we're calling the weird Chrisverse movies. The weird Chrisverse spin-offs is what we're gonna call this one. The weird Chrisverse spin-offs is what we're calling this one, because they're all spin-offs of the original timeline. No, my childhood is ruined! I'm sorry! The weird Chrisverse spin-offs is what we're calling this one. And then, in the spin-offs, we go down. The Mario movie featuring Chris Pratt, but little do you know. Where does Adventure Time fit into this? Oh, I got you. Adventure Time is actually a spin-off of, believe it or not, Silk Song. But what about Chris Redfield? Oh, don't even get me into it. Adventure Time is a spin-off. Adventure Time is a spin-off of Silk Song starring Chris Hornet. And then the next one, the Mario movie featuring Chris Pratt, is actually, the next one is Resident Evil, but only 8. Only 8. The Mario movie and then Resident Evil 8. If we're reading this graph correctly, you could be stuck in a cycle if you go from Hateful Eight to the other path, only to be brought up. Yes, exactly. It's like Snakes and Ladders. Snakes and Ladders? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's like Chutes and Ladders. Sorry, it's like Chutes and Ladders. Where, you know, if you mess up and you go from the Hateful Eight to Ocean's 8, and then you go back down and you go to the Mario movie and you keep doing that, you get stuck in a loop. Where does Crash Bandicoot fall in this universe? Actually, believe it or not, Adventure Time. Believe it or not, Crash? Did you know that Crash Bandicoot's middle name is actually Chris? Crash Bandicoot. Crash Chris Bandicoot is a spin-off of Adventure Time. Yeah, of course, I'm happy to put more insight onto the Chrisverse of movies. I'm happy to help you guys explore the Chrisverse of movies. So, again, we have Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 has a spin-off. This is where the spin-offs. What about Christopher Lee? Oh gosh darn it. I forgot about Winnie the Pooh too. Does that mean Lord of the Rings? Okay, so here's the thing. Thank you for the follow, Raptor. Welcome to the Fun Club, darling. And hi, Hanukkah. I forgot to say hi, but hi. Did you know that Crash Chris Bandicoot was made by Bumblegum Princess and that's why he got a movie? True. Okay, so there's also a different universe. Let me make this a little bit bigger on this side. There's also an entirely different Chrisverse called the Fantasy Chrisverse. Fantasy Chrisverse. And the Fantasy Chrisverse is totally different than the middle normal timeline Chrisverse movies. So, the normal Chrisverse movies follow this thing and this thing. But then there's the Fantasy Chrisverse, which is completely different, and the weird Chrisverse spin-offs. The Fantasy Chrisverse actually starts with, believe it or not, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Blood and Honey. It's a really bad movie, but you know what? It's fine. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Where does Christmas fit in? It also fits in the fantasy Chrisverse. It is actually after Lord of the Rings. So, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, then leads into, believe it or not, Star Wars. I know Star Wars isn't fantasy, but technically sci-fi is just fantasy, but in space. So, Star Wars, or as I like to call it, Chris Wars. The Chris Wars. Also, the Chris Wars. And then, yes, exactly, Paige. And then the Star Wars goes into Walkin'. Junie, you forgot so many famous Chris's. It's fine. Chris. Walkin' Chris. And then Walkin' Chris goes into Chris of the Rings. Lord of the Chris's. And then from Lord of the Chris's, it goes into Christmas. And what happens after Christmas? What happens during Christmas? You guys want to know what happens during Christmas? You guys want to know what happens during Christmas? You want to know who makes Christmas happen? That's right. You want to know who makes Christmas happen? Chris Nolan. Chris Nolan makes Christmas happen. Chris Nolan makes Christmas happen. Sorry, I didn't mean to go so fast. I apologize, being sorry. I'm sorry. And where does Everybody Hates Chris go in this universe? It's actually a different spinoff. So Everyone Hates Chris is actually over here. It goes here. Everyone Hates Chris is here. Everyone Hates Chris is right here. There we go. It goes right here. It's a spinoff since it's a show. So the Chrisverse goes into fantasy Chrisverse. To be fair, I mean, so half of the words I'm saying are completely made up, and I'm not keeping up at all. I'm not understanding anything I'm saying. I'm not keeping up with myself, to be fair. So I completely understand. So we have the fantasy Chrisverse. Fantasy Chrisverse starts with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It goes to Star Wars, Chris Wars, Walkin', parentheses, Chris. It goes into Lord of the Chris's. It goes into Christmas. And who makes Christmas happen? Chris Nolan. I know, it's crazy. And then it totally makes sense. This should be the new Bible. You mean the Chris? You mean the book of Chris? Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, Christina Aguilera is in the gender bent universe. Okay, Christina Aguilera is actually next after Chris Nolan. She is also the reason for Christmas. Christina Aguilera. And this actually, Christina Aguilera then goes into, believe it or not, Ocean's 11. This is the Chrisverse. But what if Christian doesn't go anywhere. Christian does not exist anywhere in this timeline. They don't exist anywhere in this timeline. They're not in these movies. I was about to say, no, Christian is a real person. He's the devil from the Bible. It's me, the devil from the Bible, here to convince you to sin. No, I will never sin. Fine, I'll sin. My favorite sin is lying. the Chris Udi wolf, yeah. So, anyway, this is the list. And then Resident Evil. Sonic 2! No! Wait. Resident Evil 8. Sonic 2. Goes into Sonic 2. Resident Evil 8 goes into Sonic 2. And that's the list. This is the Chrisverse movies. I will now be taking questions. I will now be taking questions about the Chrisverse. Is Star Trek really far along in this? Oh wait! I forgot about Star Trek! Star Trek. Also known as Christar Trek. Also known as Christar Trek. And Christar Trek, actually, after you watch Ocean's 11 part 1, you go on to Christar Trek. Right here. Okay, why did you kind of ruin everyone's childhood? I didn't ruin anyone's childhood. This is fine. I'm not Lilo and Stitch. I didn't ruin anyone's. Were you recently diagnosed with autobrewery syndrome? No, I'm not drunk. I don't know. No, I am perfectly sober and not poisoned at all. I am sober, and this is my list. And then after Star Trek, also known as Chris Star Trek, and okay, Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare before Chris, I can't spell Christmas. And then Nightmare Before Christmas, actually, the next one is actually Galaxy Chris Quest. Galaxy Chris Quest, which is a great movie with Tim Allen, the guy who plays, what's his face in those one movies, and a bunch of other people, and this is the list. Christopher Columbus, Judy, we've recorded the most important Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus doesn't have anything on Christina Aguilera or Chris Nolan or Lord of the Chris's or Walk-In Chris. He does not count. He did unspeakable things. He does not count. He does not get anywhere on this list. He doesn't get anywhere on this list. He's not. I'm sorry, I might be a little, I don't know what's going on with me. I might have Ottawa Brewery syndrome. I will now take questions. Yeah, Galaxy Quest is a really, really good movie. I will now take any questions you guys might have about the Chrisverse. I will now be taking Christopher Eccleston! I forgot about Doctor Who! Yeah, I forgot about Doctor Who. And actually, okay, wait, where are we gonna put Doctor Who? Doctor Who goes here. Doctor Who. And then Doctor Who goes here. Doctor Who. I'm gonna make someone edit this, and they're gonna be like, what the heck are you talking about? Doctor Who! This is the Chrisverse! I knew you forgot something? Yeah, I definitely forgot Christopher Eccleston. Okay, so, questions. Do you guys have any questions on my Chrisverse movies and my other Chrisverse media? I will now take questions from the crowd. Anything. If there's no questions, I will move on if enough. What if Walker's Crisps? I've actually never, wait, are those like chips? Fave Crisps? I've never had them. We don't have them here in the US, I don't know. I guess it would go into food, maybe? Like I think it would go into food-based Chris's. I think that's what it would go into. And then there would be Walker's Crisps. Is Thor, aka Chris Hemsworth, overlooking this timeline? Yes, he is basically, okay, let me put this in. Walker's Crisps, and then, let me put this in really quick. Actually, Walker's Crisps and Jurassic Park actually connect. You have to eat Walker's Crisps while watching Jurassic Park. And actually, Chris Hemsworth Thor. So, he's up here. Chris Hemsworth Thor oversees the Chrisverse movies just like how he oversees every lesbian. And that is a true fact. You guys can look that up. Okay. And that's a true fact. Chris Hemsworth looks over. He is the god of the Chrisverse movies. I like how he's the god of lesbians. And that's actually a real thing. You can look that up. It is literally... That is a real thing. You can look it up. I oversee my room. Yeah, I oversee my room from my vent that I'm allowed to stay in while I stream. Oh my god. So this is the Chrisverse. Wait, let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Let me make it a tiny little bit bigger for you guys so you can actually see it. Wait. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Okay, so this is the Chrisverse. This is the Chrisverse. Wait, you sleep? No, that's why I have the eye bags. This is the Chrisverse. Perfection, just perfection. Thank you. I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? I post on Twitter and go, what do you think this is about? Walker's Crisps are known for their unusual and often quirky flavor combinations. Rate those flavors. Okay, some examples of weird flavors include Cajun squirrel, prawn cocktail, that's the most normal one, chili chocolate, and crispy duck and hoisin. Okay, crispy duck and hoisin, number 1, because crispy duck and hoisin sauce do work really well together. Chili chocolate, number 2. Prawn cocktail, I can't have it. I'm very allergic to shrimp, but I think it would be number 3. Cajun squirrel. Pigeon, I have a question. You said this is the... Oh, there's more? I thought those were people that they were being sued by. I thought they were being sued by roast chicken and Heinz mayo. Actually, number 1. Sausage, sarnie, and Heinz ketchup. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna put it at 5. Chris Toasty and Heinz beans, number 6. And then the last one is Cajun squirrel. Pigeon, I have a question. These are UK, right? Pigeon, these are UK flavors, right? Do you eat a lot of squirrels in the UK? Pigeon, do you eat a lot of squirrels in the UK? Yes? Okay, I'm accepting this. We used to. I didn't know that before. That is a very interesting fun fact. I never knew that about the UK. Well then. Cajun squirrel will be number 7, because I don't know why. I don't think that UK people know the true meaning of Cajun food. I don't know why, but I don't think a UK manufacturer is gonna know the true meaning of Cajun food. I'm gonna put that at number 7 because I don't think. Walker's is just another name for Lay's, Junie, but Lay's doesn't have a Cajun flavor. Actually, they might. I might be wrong on that, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save our Chrisverse, and I'm gonna put it on the Discord and also on Twitter. I don't think anymore, too. It's hard to think, okay? People don't want to admit it, but thinking is hard. People don't want to admit it, but thinking is hard. That's why I have billboards full of red tape and stuff, and red ropes, and also a bunch of things. Love the Chris combo. It's a pretty good combo. Wait, let me put it in the general thing really quickly. Let me put it in the Discord general really quickly for you guys. That's why what I do is I make a board. A Crownfo if you would! Yeah, the Chris combo is great. I make a board and I tape everything together on the board and also pin it. And then I get red rope and I take the red ropes and I put them on each picture until eventually they all make sense. And finally, everything makes sense again. I am getting a normal amount of sleep every night. I am getting 8 hours of sleep every night, except for a Sunday where I got 12 hours of sleep. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Guys, I be the terrifying ADHD within. I am the ADHD within. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Hi, Q. Welcome in. Q, you just missed it. Q, you just missed it. Hi, Q, you missed it. We had an entire conversation about the Chris universe. You missed the Chrisverse. You missed us talking about the Chris universe for like 40, 50 minutes. Oh my god, I talked about the Chrisverse for an hour? I didn't realize I'm talking about it for an hour. Sorry about that, guys. The what now? Okay. So, every single, like, movie is like, okay, so there's movies, right? Movies. And it starts with Deadpool 3, which has Chris Evans. It goes on to Fantastic Four 1 with Chris Evans. It goes on to Fantastic Four 2 with Chris Evans, but is technically the 5th movie in the series, which then goes on to The Ridiculous 6, The Magnificent 7, The Hateful 8, and then Hateful 8 is a spin-off into Ocean's 8, the one with the women. And then it goes on to Ocean's 10 Part 1, which is actually the 9th movie. And then Ocean's 11 Part 1, which is the 9th movie. Ocean's 11 Part 2, which is the 10th movie. Ocean's 12, which is the 13th movie. And yeah, and so on and so forth. Hi, Potato. It's actually the best conversation I've had in my life so far. Yeah, it's a good conversation. It was so enlightening. I now see the whole cinematic universe in a new, more comprehensible light. Guys, it made perfect sense to you guys, right? Everything I said made perfect sense, right? Guys, everything I just said made perfect sense, right? Wait, let me get it up. Wait, guys, this makes perfect sense, right? Guys, this makes perfect sense to you, right? Chat, this makes perfect sense to you, right? Chat, this whole thing makes perfect sense to you, right? This chart makes perfect sense, right? And then Ocean's 11 Part 1 feeds into Star Trek, also known as Chris Star Trek. And then Chris Star Trek goes into Nightmare Before Christmas. And then Christmas goes into Galaxy Chris Quest. therapist? Do I need a therapist? My brain just got frightened by 2. It's beautiful. Thank you, Prism. No, thank you, Prism. Guys, do I need therapy? Do you think that would help? So I feel coming in. Do I need therapy? I'm welcoming. I'm dying. My stomach hurts. I'm laughing. I'm having one of those moments where you laugh so hard that your stomach hurts. I don't know why it's not turning off my ears when it does that. Wait, let me see if I can fix it really quick. No, you need Kirby. No, Kirby, please. Kirby. Wait, okay, let me see if I can fix this really quickly. There we go. Oh my gosh, no, everyone else needs therapy. Yeah, we all need therapy except me. We all need therapy. Kirby.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Yeah, that's what it looks like in my head. Kirby loves the Chris lore. Excuse me. It's actually, we actually didn't get into, we actually didn't get into the other lore that has to do with Kirby, because there's an entire thing with like the Christendo, excuse me, that's actually a spin-off from Crash Bandicoot and also Resident Evil, and then it goes into you know what, it's a whole different thing. We can talk about it another time. It's a whole different thing. Can you guys tell that I am totally in the good state of mind? I am in a great state of mind. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I am in a normal state of mind. I am completely normal right now. I do not have any problems. I just want to talk about the Chrisverse. I've been thinking about the Chrisverse for a really, really long time. I'm not joking. I've been thinking about it for a very long time, and now I have told you guys about Chrisverse. Yeah, it's the universe where Kirby is the supreme god above all. Exactly. I have told you guys about the Chrisverse now. And this thing, by the way, the Chrisverse has been in my mind for a stupid long time. Chrisverse or curse? Pigeon, it's both. Pigeon, let's be honest, it's both. Pidge, let's be honest, it's both.
Writing. Oh, nothing. Drawing conclusions.
Drawing conclusions, me! That whole scene is literally me. What are you doing? Writing? No. Drawing conclusions. And conclusions, you know, you gotta do it because of the conclusions. Because of the implications. Because of the conclusions. Drawing conclusions. 1 hour of the Chrisverse literally Pepe Sylvia and Judy. It's literally what it feels like. I literally feel like Pepe Sylvia, but it's me. That's the worst part. I'm totally sane. This is the face of a woman you can trust. Wait. This is the face of a woman you can trust. Trust me. Oh, I'm spinning. Why am I spinning? Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. You can trust me. Trust me. Wait, where are my glasses? You can trust me. You can trust me. I've never done anything wrong. I have never lied to chat. I would never lie to chat. You can trust me. Chat, what's your favorite movie in the Chrisverse? Mine is Ocean's 8. I like the Ocean's 8. I trust you 100%. Yeah! Chat! Yeah, of course, chat should always trust me, right? I've never stirred you wrong, right, chat? I'll trust you with my pet rock. Hey, that'll be okay with me. I've never stirred you wrong, chat. Jurassic Park? Yes, I also like Jurassic Park. Hi, Noble. I also really like Jurassic Park, to be fair. I also really like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a good movie, to be fair. I really like it. I enjoy it. Well, I guess my ears are back. It's okay. I trust you because you didn't mean to spin. You know what? Fair. Cabin in the woods? Except Loki Monster? No! I think that the Loki monster is cool, okay? Is cool. I think that they're cool. I think that she's pretty cool, because I don't know if you guys know that she's a girl. I see your tweets, dang it! I forgot people can see those. Cabin in the Woods is also a good one. It also has Chris. It also has Ripley from Alien in it. Which actually, when we keep going down further on the fantasy list, actually Alien hits, and then Cabin in the Wood hits because of Ripley. Because of Chris Ripley, of course, the main character in Aliens. Oh my god, Cabin in the Woods is also one of my favorite movies. It's just so good. It's such a good movie. I love how they like bet on the monsters. We should watch Cabin in the Woods sometime, Pitch.
100.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Kim. Thank you for the bits, Q. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Also, always trust the streamer. True. I would never lead you guys wrong. Oh man, my tea's hot. My tea's cold. I love when Thor tries to go over the thing. He tries to Thelma and Louise it, and then he fails. Is a great part. I love that movie so much. The freaking the dude with the telescopic thing where he just like pulls it out and it looks like a cup, and then he pulls it out and he's like, it's telescopic, is the funniest part of any movie. I love that movie so much. It is such a good movie. And I love that movie. Boop. Okay. Chat, I think it's time. We gotta move on. We gotta go to, just ignore everything that's about to happen. We gotta move on. Wait, where are my glasses? We gotta move on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play, ooh, a croissant. I do love croissant. Croissant. And we're gonna go ahead and we are going to get into, whoop, we're going to go, whoop, 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 excuse me, excuse me. I'm sorry, the ASMR.
Boop the balls.
Don't boop the balls. It's a bomb. Oh my gosh. Okay. We gotta go onto the game. We're never gonna get to the game. If we don't go onto the game now, we're never gonna get onto the game. Okay. Do you guys think jacket on or jacket off for today? What do you guys think? I feel like we should have jacket on today. Okay, stream. Let me get on this really quickly. Let me pause the music. Can you do machine gun sounds, Jubis? Wait, let me try. Wait, let me get my gun up first. Let me get my gun up first and let me try. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.